Hey, how's your 2017 going so far? Well, as per usual, whenever a new year starts, the energy really starts moving. We want to get on with our projects. We've been so involved with, the holidays and all this kind of stuff. It's almost like, okay, like a big slingshot. So sometimes when we get excited about that, um, sometimes we get a little ahead of ourselves, or sometimes we stir the pot a little bit. Sometimes too takes a little bit to get everybody on the same page. So remember that as we come into this beginning of the year, if you are instigating something or leading something, or you're a coach, or you're someone who's the head of a family, or you're whatever it is, you're mentoring someone, whatever the case may be, whatever your job is, remember that one of the best things you can do is uh, bring people to earth, bring people to the where we're at. Where we start, where we want to start is, where are we at? And then we can build from there. So where are we at? What's the vision? What's the mission? What's this family all about? Where are you at as my client? Where is the team at if I work corporately? Where are we at? One of the most important things you can do is ground that and not just restart business as usual. The energy of 2017 is entirely different from the energy of 2016. So I want to give you a tool today. The tool is around what happens when there's a whole bunch of contrast, or people don't seem to be, following what you imagined. And at TWA, we have a team of people. They're all leaders. They're all geniuses in their own right. They all love and adore you, including me. And they all want to do an amazing job. And of course, they're all doing the work that we do here. But at the same time, when you're in that intense cosmic car wash of TWA, the stuff that gets in the way of you being truly fluid probably comes up even more so than out in the real world, because we're all paying attention to it. It's just a very loving vortex to be able to move through it with ease and flow. But I want to show you some of the tools that we all use. And these tools are from what we're calling the 7 skills to becoming the magnet. Okay, the 7 skills to becoming the magnet. Very, very powerful. This is one of the skills. So remember that anything that everyone does, if you think of it in terms of, for instance, what the Course in Miracles said, that every action is either an act of love or a cry for love, right? So if we hold that perspective, we can see the people that are acting from generosity and contribution, and where people are scared and afraid. And then our actions become commensurate with which one is this activity that's going in front of me. Is it an act of love or a cry for love? So we ask that first question. Is what's going on an act of love or a cry for love, where appropriate? The second question is, if something's coming up for you, for instance, instead of in front of you, it's actually coming up for you, and you are going through a lot of turmoil, or you're really upset, or you're really frustrated by something, or one of your expectations hasn't been met, or your ego is throwing a cosmic temper tantrum. Ask yourself, is the perspective that I'm holding even mine? Is this even mine? Where did this come from? But look deep. Look really deep. Look at your ancestry, look at your culture, look at where your expectations come from. Look at where the paradigm came from. Look at where the attachment comes from. Look at your parents, look at your school, look at the culture around you. Is it even yours? Because you see, as soon as you realize that it isn't yours, you can give it back. The next question to ask is, what would love do? What would love do? What would love do in this situation? What would love do for myself? What would love do for the person who, is going through a moment of a cry for love? What would love do? To me, the last question is probably the most important question. because you wouldn't even be willing to ask the questions without the last question. And that is, would I be willing to drop my righteousness to ask the first 3 questions? Would I be willing to step out of the way so I can ask myself the first 3 questions? So that's one skill, is asking powerful questions to get you back into the flow with the entire universe so that you can expand your own personal heaven on earth and therefore expand heaven on earth in general. After all, if you're here listening right now, you are definitely part of the heaven on earth construction crew. You know what I'm saying. All right, guys. Well, I just want you to know I'm with you every step of the way, my friend. So let's do this 2017 together. We'll let you know soon where you can get those 7 skills. But so excited that I could share that one skill with you, asking powerful questions to get you back on track. I know they definitely work for me. They almost come on autopilot now. I've been using them for so many years, and they're a little part of Get Out of Your Own Way and all the programs we do. So, all right, love and hugs and lots of smushies, and we'll see you next week. Mwah. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Today, January the 10th, we have an amazing free workshop coming up. It's an introduction to Get Out of Your Own Way called Becoming the Magnet. It is going to be, it's just so about 2017 and getting into the energy of having everything come to us, but because we embody the truth of who we are, because we truly are embodying the superpowers that human beings have. So that is tonight, and you can register at thewideawakening.com // Get Out Intro. Okay, so it's for tonight. You can tell some friends, absolutely, but you actually have to register. Okay, and we'll be talking about some concepts that will blow your mind. We've been working on this program for a year, actually. So join us there. Can't wait to see you. Yippee! Bye for now.